Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Era and our Human Warriors leveling campaign. Thank you guys very much for clicking on the video and choosing to join me here today. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you are all doing well. We are going to do some things in South Shore today. Also, we're in the queue for Scarlet Library. So we'll sit in the queue for a bit, we'll do some of the lower level stuff here, and we'll see if we get a group. Or we'll just get a group right away. Why quest when you can just immediately get a group? Maybe we will at least grab the quest here. We have a Murloc kill quest we can do, I know, and then we'll have a Naga quest we can do. The guy inside the inn, he should have the Murloc quest.
What can I do for you?
Down the coast, and then the Turtle Bisque quest.
How are you?
There we go. Salutations, humans. Alright, do I want to set my Hearthstone here? Yeah, I don't see why not.
Hello.
I don't see why not. Obviously, we'll eventually be doing a bunch of stuff in Stranglethorn, but kind of wanted to knock out some of the lower level stuff here first. Especially since we were having trouble with the Young Panthers. Want to see if maybe a couple of the earlier quests here are going to be easier for us to get done. Let's see. The easiest way is probably just going to be to run across the Lordamere Lake. I feel like that's going to be the easiest route. We could try to get the flight point in Western Plaguelands, but I feel like you die so many times trying to make the run from Western Plaguelands to Tirisfal Glades, it's not even worth it. I feel like it's not even worth it. Whereas the run across Lordamere Lake is relatively safe, and it's not that bad of a run. Probably could have emptied my bags. It would have been a reasonable thing to do. You know, maybe I could head to... there's a little camp back here tucked into the mountains. I don't know if... it's not going to be really convenient to where I'm heading. Where is everybody else? Yeah, I feel like I'm going to go vendor over here. I want a vendor just in case we do multiple runs. I'd hate to do multiple runs with this group and then not have enough inventory space. We definitely got some stuff we can sell. So I turned in all of the Nomergon quests last time. And as part of that, we got these dual reinforced leggings from one of the quests. 391 armor, which is, it's a crap ton of armor. There's +5 defense on equip. But we lose 11 strength and 5 stamina. And I don't know if that's worth it, you know? Oh my god, we're gonna have to deal with some of these lions. So yeah, I don't really know if these are worth it, but that's what they look like. So I don't know if the armor is better than having the strength and having the stamina. I feel like it's not. Like, we can wear them and see. I don't know if we're going to notice much of a difference either way.
Greetings.
But as far as like using them on the regular, 11 strength is a lot to give up. We need the sword. I think this is good. We can use this. I don't think we need the two-handed sword anymore. Alright, that's pretty decent. That's gonna have to do for now. I feel like they should put an alliance flight point somewhere a little bit closer to Tirisfal Glades. Like somewhere not deep in the Western Plaguelands. Like maybe they can put it like near the Bulwark. If we had a flight point at the Bulwark, that would be pretty good. Because you'd still have to make this run once. But then after that you'd have the flight point. I really despise running from mobs that can give me XP, but if I stop and fight every mob we aggro on this journey, we're never going to make it to the dungeon. But yeah, it is painful to have to run past so many mobs that we could be killing. We have been just losing people from the party left and right. Losing people, replacing people. Maybe I didn't really have to be in such a rush. Everybody, well, you know, they're already all there. We might be the only person that's not. We had a druid for a minute. We must have just lost them. Now we've got 2 hunters, a mage, a paladin. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Running the little islands would have been more effective. Yeah, I should have island hopped over on the little islands. That would have been a lot more efficient and a lot less time consuming than swimming across the Gulf here. In this situation, I feel like even if we don't do 2 runs with this group, it's going to be worth it for me to stay here and do another run regardless. Yeah, I think we have to make this worth it, to make all the travel time worth it, I think we have to do at least 2 runs. Because keeping in mind, we're not getting any quests done in here, we're not going to get any loot out of library, but we are going to get some kill XP. And at level 33, the kill XP should be pretty good. And it's a pretty straightforward dungeon. So yeah, maybe I'll just, if we don't do it twice with this group, I'll just park myself outside. I will look for a group, I will use a little bit of editing magic, and then we'll just do 2 runs back to back. Unless I absolutely can't find a group, and then we'll just go kill some murlocs and some turtles. Because we all love a good turtle slaughter. I wonder why this person is still dead. They've been dead for a long time. They're at the bulwark. So I guess that's a good sign. They're relatively close even though they're dead. Oh, there they go. Now they're back. Yeah, 2 hunters. I wonder how much actual tanking I'm gonna get done with 2 hunters and a mage. Probably not a lot. See guys, this is why I say the run from the Chillwind outpost is not worth it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this guy must be trying to make the run through Western Plaguelands, and he's getting killed multiple times. Why did I go through EPL? Jesus. Yeah, I don't know, you went through, yeah, why? Eastern Plaguelands? Why'd you go through any Plaguelands? Where's this guy at? Yeah, see, he's trying to make the run. I wonder how many more times he's gonna die. In all likelihood, I'll beat him to the dungeon entrance. Yeah, at this point, I will definitely beat him. That is if I don't run right into horde NPCs and get myself murdered, which is what I'm about to do. That's so sad. We're not even doing the run and I'm still getting myself killed. Oh my gosh, so sad. I'm just like, I'm on autopilot for my Forsaken Priest. I'm just like running right up to NPCs, not paying attention in the slightest. That bodes well for the run. It's a good day, I can feel it. Alright. for real this time. Now it looks like we're going to get there at the same time as the hunter. Assuming neither of us dies again. Not really sure how I want to tank this one. We tanked Nomergon mainly with a two-hander, but maybe I'll try a sword and board for a little bit, and if we're able to keep aggro, and if we're able to have rage, then I can stick with the sword and board. But if we're not getting threat anyway, then I'm gonna go back to the two-hander with a focus on dealing damage. Because I oftentimes would think that with the two-hander, with a focus on dealing damage, we're dealing more threat because we're just hitting for more. Whereas with the one-hander, we're not really hitting for that much. This is a level 27 green. Like, this is really outdated. To be fair, all of my weapons are really bad. And I don't think I'm really looking at an upgrade until the axe from Scarlet Monastery, which I want to say is from Armory. So yeah, that's our next upgrade, is just hoping to get the axe that drops off the guy in Scarlet Monastery Armory. We've got a little ways to go. As far as a tanking weapon, I really don't know what's next for us. And besides saving up some gold and spending more gold on the auction house, when eventually we're going to have to buy a mount. And at this rate, there's basically no way we're going to have the 90 gold ready to spend at level 40. We're going to have to do some extensive grinding in order to make that kind of money. And we're probably going to have to start doing that grinding around level 35. If we grind mobs from 35 to 40, then maybe we come out of that with 90 gold. If we go to like the Badlands, there's wolves there that drop like fluffy tails that sell for quite a bit. Alright, time to focus up a little bit. Well, that was a little bit messy, but it looks like we had the DPS to deal with it. As far as keeping threat, we kept threat on a handful of things for a minute. So, you know, nobody died. It is starting to feel like one of those runs where I ought to just go with the two-hander, though, if I'm being quite honest. The stuns aren't helping either, obviously. I mean, when I'm stunned, I'm probably taking more damage. And I'm not doing any damage, so I'm not generating any threat. So yeah, the stuns are kind of a big inconvenience here, similar to being disarmed almost. It often feels like as a warrior tank, the only real way to gain sufficient threat on mobs is to just go ahead of your DPS kind of recklessly. Because you see, like, when you don't pull ahead, they pull. They pull either by accident or by design, it doesn't really matter. So, like, the best thing you can do is just to recklessly run ahead. Like, right now, I'm gonna go grab this one, because if I don't do it, one of the hunters will. And that's just kind of, then you just gotta kind of leave. If anything gets pulled off of you, you just kind of gotta leave it behind and keep pulling to the next, because otherwise you're never gonna establish any threats, and you're never gonna have any rage because of that. And it's gonna be a really boring run for you as a warrior, because you're not gonna be able to push any of your buttons.
Release the hounds!
He dropped the dog whistle. Unique summons a tracking hound that will protect you for 10 seconds. 10-minute cooldown. That's cool. Little 10-second pet on a 10-minute cooldown. Well, there goes the pet. Pulling everything you can. I honestly didn't realize there were level 36 mobs in here. In my mind, library is always like a lower level, like a 31, 32 type of deal, but in reality, it's not. That stamina head is almost worth it for tanking. I was very tempted to grab that. Realistically, we need better weapons. We need better weapons really badly. Our damage output's really low, and therefore our threat output's very low. Obviously, with these guys being orange, even hitting them is an issue sometimes. We get so many blocks and misses. So many resist on the taunts.
will not defile these mysteries. Burn in righteous fire.
Will everybody run out? Looks like it. He polymorphed the pet. There we go. He dropped the illusionary rod. 15 int, 10 spirit, 7 stam. And the mantle of Doan's shoulders. 8 intellect, 7 spirit. Really great place for casters to gear up. Yes, let's not forget to grab the key. And that'll get us into Armory. But we're not quite ready to do Armory yet. Because if these guys are level 36, then the guys in Armory are going to at least be level 36, which means the last boss in Armory is probably level 38. So we have a little while before we can really think about doing Armory. I think level 36 would be a good time to think about tanking Armory. As much as I would love to do it before that, I just don't know if it's a smart idea. It looks like some of the people in this group might be down to do it again. We'll see who sticks and who we need to replace. But yeah, I would love to run that again and at least hit level 34. That would be awesome. Alright, that didn't take long at all. I wonder if a lot of people just kind of park themselves here and kind of run this over and over and over again. That was what a lot of people did in Phase 2 of Season of Discovery. But, the experience gains were buffed, so don't know if it's quite as worth it without the buff to experience gains, but it might be for some people if they don't like questing. So yeah, we picked this guy up and he was already at the dungeon. Alright, well, let's go. Of course, the mage wants to AoE stuff, so I guess he's just gonna run up and pick stuff up. It's kind of like... it's difficult to really want to be a tank in Classic Era anymore. Because like, a part of me understands that we can move faster. Part of me likes the more deliberate pace that we used to have. And that you sometimes still see in like hardcore dungeons. Because people are trying not to die. Especially as a warrior, it's so hard to have enough rage to hold AoE threat on everything, so like some classes have tools to do AoE damage, but as a tank, like I don't really have a lot of great tools to do AoE threat. Like I buffed my cleave a little bit with talent points, but cleave takes a lot of rage. And if I don't get aggro right away and I'm not getting hit right away, I don't have a lot of rage. So like you kind of have to start a pull off like way ahead of the DPS. Otherwise it's like you're never gonna get ahead of them on threat generation. Like you kind of have to just run off and do your own thing.
Release the hounds!
Glimmering Mail Breastplate. 3 strength, 11 stam. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily better because we give up strength. If we wanted to stack stamina, then it could be better if we just wanted to go flat stamina. But with how little damage we're already dealing, giving up a bunch of strength doesn't seem like a great idea. Alright, there's level 34.
You will not defile these mysteries. Burn in righteous fire.
I feel like the Mantle of Doan and the Illusionary Rod are like guaranteed drops. I feel like he can also drop a green chess piece. But maybe the Illusionary Rod's always guaranteed. Alright, yeah, I think 2 runs is enough. I don't think we need to sit here and spam it. We got a level out of it. So that's pretty awesome. I do think we probably want to wait until like level 36 to try to tank Armory. If we look at the loot from Armory, we can get a better idea. Level 37 equip, level 38 equip. We really want the two-handed axe. So maybe we don't even bother doing this until level 37. Like, what's the point of doing it when we can't equip any of the loot we could get? Because we want all of this stuff. Armory is going to be the one that we run over and over and over again. I'm going to run Armory until I get everything I want. That's probably going to involve putting our own groups together so that we're not doubling up on armor types. Ideally, we'll be the only chainmail wearer in the groups. That's just going to make it a little bit easier, because it's going to be hard to have all these drop. What'll probably happen is like one of them will drop over and over and over again. But we really want all of it. We really want the axe. But yeah, that's it for me for today, guys. I think next time we'll do some questing here in South Shore. We'll try to knock out the lower level quest before we head back into Stranglethorn Vale. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I really do appreciate all the support. As always, take care of yourselves out there. Take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.